you should be like, hey YouTube, I just want to jump on and give an introduction. So this channel, I named it. I thought it would be a great idea to put Larry on YouTube. It's LM Larry Moore Real for Life. Too Real for Life. I think that's what it is. I should have wrote it down. So I named that. I actually asked him, what would you want to name the channel? Because to give life to the purpose and the meaning. So the whole purpose of this is to give a voice and kind of help somebody that may be going through or may, know somebody that will be going through the challenges of having diabetic retinopathy. And just to give a heads up of what to expect. So I just encourage him to kind of document his journey, mostly his feelings. I do this on my own, dealing with my chronic illness. I have my own channel, YouTube. So it's more therapeutic. It was therapeutic for me. So I just wanted to encourage him to be an encouragement to somebody else and really give them an inside view on what it's like the ups, the downs, and maybe he can inspire somebody through what he's learning, because this is one of the hardest challenges. And when you realize what diabetes is, like, do we really know? Do you know what diabetes is? Like, what is diabetes? Diabetes, how does it affect the body? How does it affect and change your whole life? So it's a lot to grasp, it's a lot to understand, especially when we've been so used to eating the way that we've been eating all of our lives, and then just to be hit with this, we have to change what we eat, because if we don't, then we may lose a limb, we may lose our sight. So this is real life, and I think it's just best to kind of document like true real life, and hopefully somebody else can do the same thing. So I just wanted to do kind of like the backside of it, to give information on exactly what diabetes is. So just a little quick, when you use words, and just to give an understanding. So just doing research, knowing diabetes is when the body becomes resistant to insulin. So insulin is a hormone made by the pancreas that allows your body to use sugar, glucose, to give you energy, from carbohydrates, So when it's not working properly, it stores and it causes it to be too high, and sometimes your sugar could be too low. So basically, when there's problems with your insulin and stuff, it really affects the major organs, because the liver is the main target for the organs. When your organs shut down, life is shut down. So just wanted to give a little backdrop about what insulin is, what diabetes is, and how it affects the body, and just how vital it is to have your blood sugar in order and kind of know what's normal. So knowing what good levels is. A fasting level is 100 normal. Anything over 126 is pre-diabetic. Anything over that is considered, a diagnosis for diabetes. So some of the signs and symptoms of diabetes is extreme thirst, feeling hungry after you eat, frequent urination, with signs of insulin resistance. Well, insulin resistance, the sign is that round midsection right here. Now, I don't have diabetes, but I do know that I'm insulin resistant, because it usually shows around your midsection. So that's some of the things to think about, just being overweight. I know a lot of times when people have that darkness around the back of their neck, those patches and stuff, those are clear signs. So just giving that, a normal A1C test, anything under 5.7 is considered normal. Anything over that, 6.5 and above, that's really high. So right now, currently, his A1C is somewhere around 11. So that's not good. So when we go to talk about diabetic retinopathy and the 4 stages of it. So the 4 stages is mild, non-proliferated retinopathy, moderate, non-proliferated retinopathy, severe non-proliferated retinopathy, and the 4th stage and the worst stage is proliferated retinopathy. No, this is advanced stage. So this is pretty much where he is, where, not going through the stages, but when you get to stage 4, it's primarily where the blood vessels, the it's new blood vessels that grows along the retina, okay, and it fills inside the eye, and the blood vessels, when they grow, they're not useful. They're actually harmful, and they grow and attach to the retina, and they tend to bleed. So that's where the cloudy and the blurred vision comes from, and basically it destroys the retina. So anybody that has who has type 1 or type 2 diabetes is at risk for diabetic retinopathy. So swelling, bleeding, it makes things hard. So, when you can't read anymore, and then you go to the doctors and you can't even have a prescription that will allow you to do that, that's when you are at stage 1. Spectacles can't even help you when you can't drive. So, I wish we would have done this sooner as far as documenting our journey. Now, I'll talk more about this on my Periscope and my YouTube, but I just really want to just give the whole talking part and just the history and the workup. And there may be some questions like, can diabetic retinopathy be cured? Basically, there is no cure. When the vessels become damaged, and they leak and stuff, it's just like when you deprive oxygen to any parts of your body, the tissues, they die, and anything, just with a brain injuries or when people pass out and all that, your body has to have oxygen as well as blood to flow in the right places. So, it's only 2 forms of treatment, really no cure. It's injections and laser. So those are the type of things that's supposed to happen with early prevention, like when you're in the mild, moderate stages where you can do injections. And, it's basically putting in steroids or cortisone or whatever directly in the eye. And that's the kind of like, it's a protein that kind of stop the blood vessels from growing. Then you have the laser, the surgery where they burn parts of the retina and kill, these areas that's limiting the blood supply to the area where it needs to go. It's supposed to preserve your eyesight. So in essence, in all of this, prevention is the key. Even if we're at this stage. So one of the things that as far as me encouraging, as far as my journey, a lot of times we don't go through things for ourselves. So the things that I went through was really, it's been helpful in the sense that the knowledge and the things that I went through has helped me to help him in some way. So we just know that a healthy diet and just really changing your diet and exercises and detoxing and trying to reverse all the free radical damages of the body and the cell death. And one of the things that we are doing is taking supplements, vitamin A, C, E, selenium, and all those things when what happens, with stress and a lot of things that I've learned. So I am going to kind of just turn it over and let him kind of speak. So I gave a whole list of things about what diabetic retinopathy is, the effects. On Friday, I October the 4th was the actual surgery date. He went in, had surgery. So at this time, it is October. Today is the 11th. 10, 11, 19. Today, 10th or 11th? 10th. Okay, so it's the 10th. So it has been how many days from the 4th? 6 days? So after surgery, of course, he had no vision. So at this point, I'm going to let him tell exactly what he's experiencing right now. I've given all the medical terminologies and everything. So this is firsthand experience about the whole experience. So hopefully he'll share what it was like to go through the whole process, the prepping for surgery. I actually got on Periscope for a short minute when we were in Memphis at the hospital. But the starting journey from being at the hospital to recovering to being 6 days later, the experience, the emotions, or just the feelings of what he's going through, the things that he's learned, the spiritual journey, all that. So I'm going to turn it over to him. Again, he's new to this. Snapchat friendly, but this is something different because it's his. This is his channel to do and say what he wants. So who gonna stop him and who gonna check him? So hopefully this can inspire somebody, can help somebody that may go through. So if you know somebody who has diabetes, because anybody with type 1 or 2 is susceptible to going through this if they don't change their diet. And sugar is the number one catalyst for this, sugar. So, the inflammation and all that. So, I'm going to turn it over without further ado. I'm going to walk it out.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Moore, and of course I don't talk as much as my wife, but this experience is very, very scary to me. I have faith in healing, but it's really, really blurry right now. But the doctor said in a few days I should get my vision back in my right eye, but it has been really stressful for me. Being a diabetic, I have to correct myself and eat right. It's hard to leave sugar alone, but I trying my hardest. Well, I have been leaving sugar alone. I haven't ate bread or drunk pop in months. So, on the pop in months, but the bread I have a little here and there. When my wife make my boy stuff that she knows I'm not supposed to eat, and I still eats it. And just want to share that this is just something that I'm not used to. I'm used to having my vision, used to doing what I want to do, and just being able to depend on people to do certain things is really stressful for me when I'm used to doing it on my own. And I got two little worrisome boys right here that don't help out. They just be worrisome. They don't know how to help their father. But eventually I hope they will learn how to. And I just want everybody to pray for me and pray for everybody that's going through this situation. And I believe in God. I believe God will give my vision back. And that's mostly what I got to say. And thanks for watching. And till next time, thank you.
Show you and Tyler. Tyler don't want to be seen on YouTube or Periscope.
I'm going to get another piece of meat.
Okay, so you heard it. This is life for real. This is for real life. Now,
But meat is good for you.
That's his dinner on the table. So I'm on Periscope right now. I'm on YouTube and Periscope. So I'm on my Periscope channel while I'm doing YouTube. So, Travell, you're gonna knock the bowl over. Matter of fact, get up and take it in the kitchen. So, let me see. That's your dad's bowl. So he's in the kitchen. Usually I cook. Sometimes I cook 2 meals when I do cook. when the oven does the cooking. So he's in the kitchen.
And the first time using the cane, I have to use a cane.
Well, yeah, say that. You have to use the cane. You got to learn how to use it.
I learned how to use it. I've been using it for 6 days now.
No,
You haven't used it for 6 days.
I have for 6 days now. That's when I left the hospital.
No, you have not used that for 6 days. You just really learning how to use it.
You've been using that for 4 days.
I would say consistently
6
since
days.
Sunday. Sunday was the first day you used that walking stick.
Oh, was it the day after you got in the hospital?
Oh, Dad! What you moving in? No, I can't see you.
He just said it.
Fucking have no gas.
I told him to get up and take your bowl in the kitchen while you going in the kitchen
3 seconds.
in the oven in there.
Tyler, did you fart?
That's so good, though.
Really, you so nasty. I'm showing you.
Who?
Travell in here with his drawers on.
Come on, Travell.
He the drawers too. Don't show me how.
Well, it's too late.
I'll report you.
And this is our family. Wow.
Yeah.
Don't show me on here. I'm gonna report it. Shut up.
You only
Bring
put
me water. Bring me a cold water.
In public by them girls, so what you mean?
pour him some water in there.
That's the one that don't listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the one that listens because who did the dick?
So basically, when you're on YouTube, you can't flip the camera.
This is the one that drops out of football.
Guess who won't be doing the dishes again? Drop out of that.
Tyler, you going to football practice tomorrow?
Nope.
They got a game. That's what he uses.
Not on Friday.
Friday, we didn't have that. Well,
What is this, man? Why you play so much?
just drink it. But
I'm not drinking out of this.
We family, right?
Yeah, but
You was gonna do it anyway.
No, I don't.
If you could see.
Give him 2 digestive enzymes. Don't drink it all. Drink. Take 2 digestive enzymes and just take your night dose. Travell, give him 2 digestive enzymes and 2 hops. They're right there on the table. Okay, so I'm just in this video. So it's like 17 minutes. We didn't go live, so there's always an opportunity to edit. I have never done that. So I'm really trying to motivate the boys to be more involved since they're younger, and I'm thinking they should. I'm thinking they should have more experience with doing stuff like this. That all they do is watch YouTube. All they do is watch YouTube. Watch everybody else on YouTube. Those.
This is my blood pressure medicine.
She told you that.
I've been looking for these though.
You can read.
Is it my blood pressure medicine?
Okay, now you can take your blood sugar.
This is my blood.
So.
This is my blood pressure medicine. I'm gonna take it.
No, it's 2 of them.
I know. I just need to. I did my script anyway.
Wait a minute. Do you know what you're taking?
Is this my blood sugar?
See, don't trust nothing.
No,
Just
my blood sugar. I know these ain't my blood. These my blood pressure medicine.
Give him 2 enzymes.
Yes. Give
2
me 2 bottles
hops.
of my blood.
Give him 1 digestive enzymes. 2 hops.
2 what?
2
Capsules.
capsules. 1 digestive enzyme.
You just said it the other way around.
Well.
Stop saying that.